Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining in. It might be a good exercise for us to go through in this moment. So let's start by bringing the attention, withdrawing it from anything that might be going on in the attention, something that I was doing before this or something that I have to do after this meeting. So just coming back and bringing the attention here within the body, the physical body, and just noticing whatever is going on in the body, maybe some pain, some tingling, some tension, some relaxation. Just noticing the body itself from within. And noticing any movements also. The pain might be moving, or the tingling might move from my foot to my calf. My back might be a little tense. Maybe don't try to release any tension or pain yet. Just notice innocently of what's here. There might be restlessness in the body itself. And just noticing the quality of whatever it is that is present. Before labeling it as pleasant or unpleasant. Just registering the nature of the sensation or sensations that are here. Accompanying all these sensations that might be happening right now within the body goes on the breathing, the breath. Maybe including the rhythm of the breath within the scope of this attention. And noticing the subtle dance of the sensations along with the movement of breath. And now widening the scope of this attention, just noticing the ends of the body, or the so-called ends of the body. So the outline of the shape of your body, from the head, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, tip of the fingers, the torso, the back touching the chair or wall, the thighs touching the chair, couch, whatever it is sitting on. Just noticing the outline of this body. And what does it feel like without any prior knowledge? What does this outline feel like? Is it solid? Is it really defined? Can you find an end of your head? Or is it just an outline of sensation itself? And is it possible for this noticing to step away or to step outside of this sensational outline that we call the body? Find out, step out. What is beyond this body? Is there even a body here? When I open these eyes, the body appears again in the visual field. But for the sake of this experiment, when my eyes are closed, or what we call the closing of the physical eyes, is there a body to be found? It may be noticed that the sound, whatever sounds, this, my voice guiding the attention, or any other background noise, is appearing, is being listened to, or being awared within this scope of noticing, as are all the sensations that are present here right now, that may be labeled as pain or tingling or breath or sense of touch. And now expanding further, not just the scope of attention, but including the attention itself. What is this attention? Where is it stemming from? What is the nature, the quality of what is being attended to and the attention itself? Maybe just noticing if there is a difference in their actual appearance in this field of noticing, this field of awareing. There might be some effort trying to find answers to these seeming questions arising within the same field. And there might be an urge to take on that ride. And take on the role of something looking for the answers rather than the just being the faculty of awareing, noticing. And now, in addition to being aware to this content of sensations, of attention itself, of all the sensory input that might be present, coming and going, is it possible to be aware of the field within which it is arising? And the word field is being used. It's not a field. It's just, there's no word really to label it. It's just a vast, endless, boundaryless, pure. And pure, not meaning that it's holy, pure meaning it's innocent. It's innocently just this. There's no taint of any fluctuations within it. It just is. Within this boundarylessness, the sense of body and all the sensations that come with it, the sense of thinking and all the movement that comes with it, is present. What is the nature of this field? Can anything be said or claimed about it? What can be confirmed here is that it is, capital bold is. That may translate into presence. It is present. And it is not dead. And because it is not dead, it may mean that it is alive. It is aliveness itself. It is aware. It is aware is how the language would put it. It is not dead, or it is aliveness, is how language puts it, due to its limited potential. But this awareing, aliving, is itself. Is there anything missing here? Or is it seeking anything? Is there anything other than it to be sought? Is it possible to find anything other than this, or anything outside of this? And who are you being aware of this? Is there any separation, any distance, any two-ness between what I am and what this is? So it wouldn't be inaccurate to conclude that it is, which is the same as I am. I am it. It is what I am. Isness is another label to point to it. And this isness as is discovered in this exercise, is not dead. So isness is aliveness, and hence this I amness is the sense of impersonal existence. This I amness is the sense of aliveness. And when this label I comes into labeling this, the label impersonal is a wise choice to be used, because the meaning that the word I is associated with. This isness is aware. It's not something it's doing. This isness is awareness itself. And hence, what I am, this amness, is awareness. One more inquiry within this experiential awareing of thisness, this field of awareing. We found that there cannot be a boundary that can be found in experience. And hence, maybe looking if it has a form. Does this field come in any shape or form that can be known of or being aware of? The seeming shape of the body within this field was found to be an outline of sensation made of the same stuff, the same isness as is this field of awareness. As it is confirmed to be without a boundary, it can be labeled as formless. And within the very awareness that you are, announce that you are that. And even this very announcement is appearing, playing, celebrated, and falling away in this isness that you are. And if your eyes were closed, maybe just opening the eyes slowly and noticing the quality of the visual experience. And if opening the eyes changes this awareing, aliving, being, the body is back as the eyes are open. And there might be an opportunity to see that, am I in the body, or is the body within what I am? And hence this whole visual field, what I call the world, is it appearing within me, or am I appearing within it? And these questions, these pointers are really to be confirmed in one's own direct experience. They are not a theory to be proven, because the one who is going to set out to prove it is the one suffering and is the one separated from this very aliveness that is. As this impersonal amness that you are, it becomes possible to really see this side of experiencing reality, or what we call reality. And then the question may be asked, that is this the absolute truth? And then the answer might be, who cares? Who wants to know? Because this sense of formless awareness that you are doesn't need to know, doesn't care to know. There's nothing missing in here. So what does it matter if it is absolute or still relative? It's just a shift in perception to balance out the obsessive separation that is creating so much suffering within and without. And when the perception shifts back to the body mind organism, whether the field is still sensitized or is present in one's experience or not, the quality of personal experience morphs into alignment with this nothing missingness. And when the wisdom teachings say, be yourself, or it is said that just be, this very being aware of being aware as the awareness, that was just touched together in the sitting, is what is being talked about. There may come a point in one's seeming process that this recognition and this resting in this as this may become available almost by seeming choice in any moment. And there may come a point when it may become choiceless. Choiceless to be myself, which can also be labeled as the natural state. As everything is being awared from this formless awareness that is the source and the stuff of everything in direct experience, it becomes evident what the labels that are venerated in the spiritual seeking process, labels like surrender, like wisdom, compassion, equanimity, love, detachment, selflessness, devotion. All these qualities are like the fragrance of this. And these qualities don't even need to be defined anymore. It's just the very essence of this. And then what else is left? but just to play along. Seemingly. Maybe if you'd like the recording of this guided inquiry, it might be useful to kind of carve this path from starting with the body and the bodily sensations and using them as a pointer to step back within and recognizing that within which not just the body, but everything that the perception perceives is arising within. And like the sensations in the body, anything, really anything, it might be a circumstance, it might be a relationship, it might be a situation, a thought pattern, an emotion, a belief that might have become conscious to oneself, an energy block in the body, anything really that is a part of one's experience, pleasant or unpleasant, can be used as a pointer to come back to yourself. And the motivation to really come back to oneself is a little less in pleasant arisings, because then we're enjoying the pleasure. So the pain is really useful there. When a painful situation appears or a painful emotion arises, the motivation to look deeper than that may be stronger. But because everything is made of the same stuff that you are, that stuff can be inquired into from within anything that is within your experience, including yourself as this person. And hence the concept of self-inquiry. Who am I? And when that becomes something of interest, we can call that as earnest seeking or choiceless seeking, because it almost becomes choiceless and enjoyable to just keep coming back until there is nothing as coming back. It's not relevant anymore. Because as the coming back happens more and more, even for a moment or longer, it is known that there is nothing to seek. There is no need to seek. There is no one separate from this to be seeking. And hence the seeking becomes irrelevant, as it's seen to be an illusion. And as I hear myself talking about this in a way that it sounds like a gradual process, it may seem like that, and it apparently uh, flows like that for many, many processes. But really, there is no goal. And that's the paradox there again. But there is no goal. So if I, as this human body mind organism, is looking to achieve a goal of end of seeking, and that's when I'll party and enjoy, and that's when I'll be happy, maybe just rejoice a little right now, because there is no goal. There is no end where I can put a flag down and say, I've done it. There is nothing to do. So just laugh a little right now, might as well. Or cry a little right now. Why not? Tears are beautiful. Whatever is arising, just experience it fully. Why not? It's here to be experienced. Let's be alive fully. And see if it is possible to not take it so seriously. Maybe you should include a dance session in one of these satsangs and just dance wherever you're attending this from. Move these energies a little bit. Cheryl here has joined from Canada, and she calls this play like a dance happening on the dance floor. That's a beautiful analogy. So let's move on this dance floor a little bit. Why not? Because there may come a moment when the in-breath is not available anymore. Which is going to be an experience in itself. And before that, this dance is available. As the storyline that seems to be living as this. And all these talks and laughs that have happened, is that field of awareness gone anywhere? Has it left? Has it shifted? Did it take a form? Eyes open or close? Has it gone anywhere? Can it go anywhere? Is there any where that it is not? That it is not present already? You already are. The formless awareness that is ever presence.